All right, you guys, check this out. Today, we're taking prime ribs that have been in my freezer for an entire year. Check this out. What we're gonna do, we're gonna take these bad boys, we're gonna throw them into our Instapot, just like this, and we're gonna see if we can't make some prime rib soup using our bones from over a year ago. So let's do it. All right, we gotta figure out how to fit these in there. They're not all gonna fit, so we're just gonna go with that. Now we're just gonna grab our green Dano's Original. We got about a quarter bottle and we're just gonna add that in. Then we're gonna use one whole container of beef stock. That's 4 cups. All right, now we're going in the Instapot for 2 hours on high pressure. We'll see you in a minute. All right, it's been 2 hours. Now we release the pressure. All right, let's see what we got. You can just tell how tender that is. Look at that right there. Let's get a little taste of it. Tastes like some pressure cooked ribeye meat. That's what it is. All right, now let's make a soup. Now we got our bones and meat set to the side. Let's taste this broth so we can figure out what we're gonna do with it. Oh, that's pretty rich and greasy. All right, I told you it was greasy. Look at this. I can literally put my spoon into the top of that grease without moving the juice underneath. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna throw this in the fridge and let it solidify so we can get the grease out. Or for a quicker process, just throw it in your freezer, right on top of your pork belly. All right, now let's separate the meat from the bones. We're gonna give this to Leroy.
There you go, buddy. Come and get it.
All right, you can see this rib meat. There's tons of meat left in there, but there's also a lot of fat, so we're gonna try and just get the meat. All right, so we got all our meat picked off the bone. We speeded up the process. Now look at this. Look at this giant chunk. Look how thick that is. That's all fat. We're gonna get rid of this. Ooh, now we're down to the goodies. Let's put in our beef jello. When was the last time I told you, yum, yum, get you some? All right, let's cook it. That literally went from jello to water in like 30 seconds. Now you're gonna need 3 packs of these, but first let me show you what to do with them. You wanna open it up, reach down in there, grab that little packet and throw it. And then take your noodles and add them into the water. Now while that's cooking, let's prep our lobster. We're gonna turn this into a little surf and turf. Start with a little bit of butter. Add in our lobster. You gotta have the spicy Danos because there's nothing like it on seafood. While that's cooking, looks like our noodles are about done. We're gonna go in, add our beef. All right, look at that. All right, it's time to bowl it up. Last step, we put that lobster right on top. Because I can, I'm gonna add a little crunch to the top. In case you're wondering, that's the black top. Let's do it like this. Wow. That is a flavor explosion right there, y'all. That is awesome. Let's give this shrimp a try. Shrimp, lobster, whatever you want to call it. Wow. Leave a like, leave a comment. Let me know what you think about my ramen noodle surf and turf. You know I love y'all. Yum, yum, get you some. We'll see you next time. Keep sprinkling.